Hello, welcome to chemistry class again. So I'm your SK sir. So this is lecture 2. In this particular lecture, I am going to give you that is what characteristics of crystal lattice. Yes, crystal lattice in the sense complete crystal. Clear? Right. So let us sum up the characteristics of crystal lattice. The following are the characteristics of a crystal lattice. The following are the characteristics of the crystal lattice. First one, each point of crystal lattice called lattice point. Each point of crystal lattice is called lattice point, student. Lattice point. See, here you take, I am taking a cube as a part of the crystal lattice. This is not a crystal lattice. This is one of the part of the crystal lattice. Getting my point? This is one of the part of the crystal lattice. This is one of the part of the crystal lattice. So these identical parts are repeated and combined together. A crystal lattice is going to be formed. This is just one part of the crystal lattice. You getting my point? Right. See here, each point of the crystal lattice is called lattice point. Yes, students, this is what? Lattice point. You getting my point? Yes, it is what? Lattice point. And one more thing you have to keep in your mind. Each point in a crystal lattice represents or constituent particles, which may be atoms, which may be ions, which may be molecules. Getting my point? This lattice point is maybe atom, or it may be ion, or it may be a molecule. Right. And one more thing you have to keep in your mind, that is lattice points are joined by straight lines like this. Lattice points are joined by straight lines to bring the geometry of the lattice. To bring the geometry in the sense proper shape of the lattice. And the most important thing what you have to memorize is, this is not a crystal lattice which is on the board. This is one of the part of the crystal lattice. By means of repeating these parts, a complete crystal lattice is going to be formed. Clear? Right. And right. Types of crystal systems. Okay? Types of crystal systems. There are basically two types of unit cells. This is nothing but unit cell, students. This is nothing but unit cell. This is what it is called, unit cell. Yes, I am going to give you a clear idea now. What is meant by a unit cell? What is meant by a unit cell? Now just you assume that this is the crystal lattice, and here repeated, this part is repeated, this part is repeated, this part is repeated, repeated. This is nothing but unit cell. Says unit cell is nothing but, students, unit cell is nothing but, it is the smallest identical unit which is going to be repeat in all directions in a crystal lattice. In all directions in a crystal lattice. That is nothing but unit cell. Right? This is one of the unit cell of the crystal lattice. This is two-dimensional representation. This is what somewhat three-dimensional representation. Just keep in your mind. Clear? Right. This is what the unit cell. Okay. This is what it is, the unit cell of a crystal lattice. This is what it is, the unit cell of a crystal lattice. Right. Yes, there are basically two types of unit cells. There are basically how many types of unit cells, students? Two types of unit cells. Some unit cells are called as primitive unit cells. Some unit cells are called as centered unit cells. Primitive unit cells and what? Centered unit cells. Primitive unit cells. Primitive unit cells. Primitive unit cells. Centered unit cells. Centered unit cells. Okay, primitive unit cells are nothing but in which corners only having lattice points. In which corners only having lattice points. Otherwise, lattice points are present at corners only, just like this. Lattice points at corners of the cube. These type of unit cells are called as what? Primitive unit cells. And centered unit cells, students, centered unit cells. These are the unit cells which are having lattice points in corners and as well as other positions of the unit cell. I am repeating once again, what are centered unit cells, Nana? Yes, these are the unit cells which are having lattice points at corners and as well as other positions, otherwise other positions of the unit cells. Right. This is perfect example of primitive unit cell. Clear? Yes. So in centered unit cells there are again three types. One is FCC, second one is BCC unit cell, and the third one is ECC unit cell. ECC. So FCC unit cell is nothing but what, students? Face centered cubic. BCC is nothing but body centered cubic. ECC is nothing but end centered cubic. Otherwise end centered cuboid. Face centered cuboid or else body centered cuboid. Just keep this in your mind. This is perfect example of primitive unit cell. Primitive, this is primitive, right? Then I am going to give you a clear picture of FCC now. So all the lattice points at corners. FCC in the sense one more lattice point at the center of each and every face. This is what upper face. For better understanding yourself, you have to assume you sit in your room. You just assume that has a cube. 8 corners will be there in your room. All the corners are occupied by lattice points. Clear? And in front of you, a wall will be there in your room. Right? Otherwise, top of you, there is another face will be there. So that face has a lattice point at the center, and this is the wall which is besides you. You are right here in your room. Yes, another lattice point is just the center of the wall which besides you. This is the lattice point of your floor Floor also you have to consider as a phase. You have to consider as a phase, right? So in the floor center, at the floor center you have another lattice point, and what this is another wall which is besides you, other side of you, right? And this one is the lattice point which is center at you, at the wall which is behind you. This is the lattice point center at which the wall before you. You getting my point? This particular unit cell is called face centered unit cell, or as face centered cubic unit cell. You getting my point? This is what FCC. FCC has all the lattice points at corners, and as well as excess lattice points are there other than corners. They must be present at the centers of each and every face. This type of repeating unit is there in your crystal lattice, right? This repeating unit is called FCC, face centered cubic unit cell, right? This is what FCC, students. I am going for now BCC. I am going for now BCC. Yes, BCC. Yes, BCC has all the lattice points at corners, and one more excess lattice point which is exactly center of the unit cell. No other lattice points. This is comes under what? Body centered cubic unit cell. Body centered cubic unit cell. Getting my point or not? Yes, this is what BCC unit cell. Right? In some crystal lattice BCC unit cells are going to be repeated. In some crystal lattice FCC unit cells are going to be repeated. Right? This is what about BCC, students. That is what about BCC. When you come to this ECC, end-centered cube, yes, it is just younger brother of FCC. Younger brother of FCC under younger brother of FCC. That means this is the representation of ECC. This is the representation of ECC, students. ECC. End-centered unit cell is nothing but all the lattice points at corners, and two more lattice points are excess. Only two more lattice points are excess. They are situated the centers of any two opposite sides. The two excess lattice points are situated centers of any two opposite faces. Any two opposite faces. In this example, in this representation, I am taking what? Upper face and bottom face. You take left right faces, otherwise you take back front faces of the side of the unit cell. Choice is yours. Right. I am repeating once again. In FCC, all the centers of the faces are with lattice points, whereas in ECC, only two centers of faces having lattice points. They are oppositely situated. The faces are quite opposite to each other. You getting my point? Hence, I am comparing this one. That is what ECC as the younger brother of FCC. ECC is nothing but younger brother of FCC. Tammudu, brother. Okay. Yes. This is what? Different. This is about what? Different unit cells in a crystal lattice. Right? Clear? Take down. I am going to give you a minute of time to take this. Otherwise, pause the video and what? take the screenshot, otherwise pause the video, take the notes. Yes, I am going to continue now. That is what is unit cell. Let me show what is unit cell. See, here I am taking, right, what these are, oranges or Mozambique, whatever the fruit. Here you see these 4 are just you consider as lattice points. You consider these 4 ones are lattice points. Again another 4 are going to be situated beside this arrangement. Another 4 is situated beside this arrangement. You are getting my point? Yes, that arrangement is nothing but square close packing. That arrangement is nothing but what it is? Square close packing. This arrangement is what? 1 minute. It is difficult to handle. Wait a minute. Yes, like this. Like this. Here you wait. You'll get square. Right? Like this. These squares are repeating one by one. That complete structure is called what? Square close packing. Square close packing. Okay, let me show on the board now. See, don't bother about these unit cells. Here, these are the 4 Mozambiques I just showed you. Again another 4. Otherwise you assume those just green oranges like that. That is your wish. Right. Here you add all the centers of oranges or Mozambiques or lemons. Here this square part is going to be repeated, right? Right. And this complete packing is called as what? Square closed packing. Square closed packing. And this, the unit which is repeated, it is nothing but unit cell. You getting my point now? The smallest unit which is repeated throughout the crystal lattice is called unit cell, right? Here the unit cell is square unit cell, and this packing is nothing but square closed packing, right? Suppose all the oranges are arranged like this, or arranged like this. Just observe this arrangement. On the gaps of these 2 oranges, we are placing one more orange. Like here also, orange. Just you add all the centers. Now you get what? Hexagonal structure. Is that clear or not? In this case, the unit cell is hexagonal unit cell, and this complete packing is called hexagonal closed packing. Hexagonal closed packing. Right? Just it is very much possible, right? You have to place a unit cell. These are 2 unit cells. You have to place the unit cell on the gaps of these 2. You getting my point? On the gap between these 2 unit cells, I am placing one more unit cell here. Clear? These are just green oranges, immunity fruits, right? For corona and some other diseases. Yes, they are with more immunity. So like this you arrange means you will get what? Hexagonal close packed arrangement. Clear? So depending upon the unit cell only, packing of the crystal is decided. Here the square unit cell is there, and total crystal structure is called as what? Square closed packed. Here the unit cell is in a hexagonal shape, otherwise hexagonal ring. This packing is called as hexagonal closed packed. Hexagonal closed packed. Right? So unit cells, we already discussed primitive unit cell, centered unit cells. Right, students? Again, we are moving into the we are moving into very important topic right now. They are what? Parameters of unit cells. Parameters of unit cells. Parameters of unit cells. Just unit cell is a three-dimensional entity, three-dimensional part of the crystal lattice, right? Three-dimensional in the sense we have to observe that in all the three axes, otherwise that you have to observe which is in the space. Right. Yes, this is what a simple cube. Just we along this, just we prolong this. This seems to be an axis. This seems to be an axis. This seems to be an axis. X-axis, Y-axis, Z-axis. Okay. Clear? Okay or not? Yes. So 4 edges. 1, 2. Behind this axis, exactly one edge is there. 3, 4. 4 edges are parallel to y-axis, and 4 more edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 edges are parallel to x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 edges are parallel to z-axis, and edge length is called A. For a simple cube, every edge is with same length. The edge length is called small a. Okay, na? One parameter is edge length. It is called A, and volume of this cube is A cube. You know this, right? Volume of the cube is A cube, right? And some angles are going to be created between these edges. Some angles are going to be created between those edges, right? Those angles are named as alpha, beta, gamma, right? Angles alpha, beta, gamma between the angle pair of edges. The angles alpha is between edge B and C. Otherwise, you take this edge is called, you take this edge as A, this edge length is B, this edge is C. The angle between this is alpha, angle between B and C is beta, angle between A and C is gamma. You getting my point or not? Right. So these are also called as interstitial angles or axial angles. This alpha, beta, gamma are interstitial angles or axial angles. Yes, these are the parameters of a unit cell. These are the parameters of a unit cell. Right? Edge lengths along y-axis, along x-axis. You just assume that is edge length is B, along y-axis the edge length is A, along z-axis the edge length is C. And between these two edges an angle is going to be maintained, that is alpha. Between these two edges angle is going to be maintained, that is beta. Between these two edges an angle is going to be maintained, that is gamma. If these edge lengths and these interstitial angles are varying, means structure of the unit cell is going to be varied. Structure of the unit cell is going to be varied. On the basis of these edge lengths and these interstitial angles, the unit cells are going to be constructed. Different parameters are there, means different geometries are possible for unit cells. That should keep in your mind. These parameters are only going to decide the geometry of unit cells. Getting my point? These parameters only going to decide the geometry of unit cell, whether it is simple cube, whether it is hexagonal, whether it is octahedral, whether it is tetrahedral cube, tetrahedral in geometry, like that. The geometry is going to be decided by these parameters, edge lengths and interstitial angles. Clear? Right. On the basis of edge lengths and interstitial angles, there are 7 crystal systems are present. 7 types of unit cells are present. Okay? 7 types of unit cells are going to be present. Right? They are what? Cubic, tetragonal. Take down 7 crystal systems are what? Cubic. Second one is tetragonal. Third one is orthorhombic. Fourth one is hexagonal. Fifth one is rhombohedral. Or rhombohedral is also called as trigonal. 5 are completed. And 6th one is monoclinic. 7th one is triclinic. 6th one is monoclinic. 7th one is triclinic. Yes. CTO, right? RMT. CTO, RMT. Right. City, any city you take, Bangalore, city, exclamatory, that means we are surprising. For first time we went to Bangalore, and those lightings and the traffic, everything is somewhat new to us. We can feel something new, right? Right. City, remarkable, mind-blowing, terrible. Like that only Bangalore city traffic is very much terrible and mind-blowing, like that. Yes, for memorizing only I am using this simple sentence, simple phrase. City, remarkable, mind-blowing, terrible. Whether it is Bangalore or Hyderabad or Tirupati or your Srinivasapur, whatever it is. Okay, city, exclamatory mark, city, remarkable, mind-blowing, terrible. Yes, students, C in the sense cubic, right? T in the sense tetragonal, O in the sense, take down, O in the sense orthorhombic, H in the sense hexagonal, R in the sense rhombohedral, RHOMBO, rhombohedral. M E stands for monoclinic, T stands for triclinic, T stands for triclinic. For your understanding purpose only I am using that phrase. CTO, yes, O in the sense OH, remarkable, mind-blowing, terrible. In a sequence you have to memorize it is very easy to get good marks. Right? Here, in cubic crystal system, there are three possibilities are there. Three possibilities are there. In cubic system, primitive unit cells are going to be existed. Primitive unit cells are going to be existed. Along with that, body centered, face centered. BCC is also, there is a variation in cubic, and FCC is also possible in simple cubic crystal system. Simple cube is in three variations. Primitive simple cubes are available. BCC simple cubes are available. FCC simple cubes are also available. There is no ECC. End-centered is not available in simple cubic system. When you come to this tetragonal, primitive and BCC, two variations only there. Primitive and BCC, only two variations are there. In tetragonal crystal system. Only two variations are there in tetragonal crystal system. They are what? Primitive and what? BCC. And come to this rhombohedral, primitive, BCC, FCC, ECC. Everything is possible. Primitive is possible, BCC is possible, FCC is possible, FCC variation is possible, and what? ECC variation is also there in orthorhombic crystal system. In orthorhombic crystal system, all the variations are possible. Primitive, BCC, FCC, and what? ECC variations. All the variations are possible in orthorhombic. Clear? In hexagonal, only primitive. Primitive variation is only there. Clear? In hexagonal, only primitive. Rhombohedral is also only primitive. Right? In monoclinic, primitive and ECC. In monoclinic, primitive and ECC variations only available. In triclinic, only primitive variations are available. These are the possible variations of the unit cells in these crystal systems. Cubic crystal system is there. Only